We got ourselves Team Blue with Borlich. We got Dampener as an Arcane Mage. Illidane's playing that Illidank. We got ourselves Catching and come back as a Fury Warrior. Nyx playing more of that Frost DK. We got Carry on Team Red playing more of that Fury. We got Darkos playing that Marksman Hunter. Love Scars playing as more of that Scary Boy. Safa playing as what looks like maybe a Fire Mage. I want to say those Peepers, dude. Those right Peepers. Maybe think of Fire, but those also got Toko. Who's got up first? Is it Toko or is it Safa? Looks like both of these are confused. We got Borlich on Team Blue. He says he's going up against one guy. He's like, Safa? Is that you? Is that who I'm going up against? Toko, back up if you're not dueling. I think they're still trying to figure out who's going first, who's going next. Yeah, Borlich is confused. He's like, But Borlich should probably look at who of these guys is in stealth. It's probably Toko. I think I'm dueling Toko. It looks like you're dueling Toko, Borlich. Hopefully pay attention to the stream. Because he is just kind of... He's just camping, dude. That's some Call of Duty camping. Ooh. You can kind of see his Mog. He has that ice crown, ICC, like, from the store. Oh, there he is. Oh, what's up? Yo, it looks so good. Dude, that helm still looks so cool. Not gonna lie, that helm is still one of the coolest helms. Yeah, that looks dope. Alrighty, Borlich. Kind of run to the side. Maybe it's not even Toko. Yo, Team Red, I don't know who's going first. I don't know who's going last. You guys better figure it out. It's literally been 2 minutes. You get into a 2-minute mark. It looks like maybe he's next. He's first. Maybe he's lagging. Borlich is getting in there. I don't blame you. Borlich, I don't blame you for doing it. He's giving you a chance. Toko just trinketed. It looks like Toko is first, but maybe he's lagging. Alright, Borlich. He's all yours, dude. You get a freebie, I guess. Oh, look at that big blow to the enemy burst. Oh my god, the pet damage. Yo, that's so good. Borlich got an easy one. I don't know what Toko happened. What's Toko doing? It looks like Toko was lagging. So Team Red next up is going to be next up. It looks like it's going to be Carry. Just getting a little love tap to Borlich. Opening up with the Stormbolt. IBF immediately for Borlich to follow up with even more bursts. As he's getting himself a little bit of that Pillar of Frost damage rolling. Carry is still spinning to win for this one. This is going to be playing as offensive as possible. I do like whenever Fury Warriors play that Stormbolt. They can lock somebody down and do a lot of damage. Borlich, though, both of these two warriors playing that Underrod trinket, trying to go for a little bit extra self-sustain with the heals. Borlich still trying to make himself as much value, get himself as much value out of that. Remorseless Winter, trying to get it rolling as often as he can. Carry doesn't look like he actually takes out too much damage from that. Gonna be Transfusion, Disarm for Borlich. Is he gonna be trinketed out of that? Looks like he's trinketed something earlier against the Fear. That's going to be still more Remorseless Winter, but he's dropping down in health. He's dipping. Going to be a bit of a reflect for Carry. Damage from Frost. Reflecting back to Borlich just by a little bit, but looks like Borlich is getting close to the execute range. Might have to go for a bit of a death bag here. As he's diving in incredibly low, death bag comes out as Carry gets himself offensive cooldowns rolling. Short started to Borlich, trying to get him back to that offensive execute rotation going. Borlich not really looking all that good. Might to go for a bit of a death bag. Looks like maybe he gave up. Nope. Or, yeah, I don't really know. He's went for a stun. Blood of the damage to follow. Does he have any damage? He does not, and down he goes. Carry taking him out. What is going on? At least a nice bout to follow for the guy. Dampener? Who's next? We got Illidanes. We got Cat. We got Nyx. Who's going next? Boys. Yo, this beginning of the duel is off to a little bit of a rough start as neither team knows who's going first, who's going last. It's a good idea to set that up before you get the duels going, yeah? Valiant DH games are boring, just saying. You think so? I crashed, FML, kill me or something. I guess you could just have somebody else go if you did, since you crashed. You could have somebody else go instead to be like, okay, he's not gonna go, next guy's gonna go. That's perfectly fine if something like that happens. Gonna be Carry versus Nyx, playing more of that Frost Death Knight. Carry just dispatched one of the Frost Death Knights, trying to go for a bit of a leap on Nyx. As he's gonna try to see if he can just hit him with a chain of ice. Walk in the other direction. What a move. Nyx is going to go for Transfusion. Heavy recovery for him, but Carry looks like he hasn't even really got any dent to his health. Finally, some sort of a setup coming in right now by Nyxeros. And a Blaze to follow for Carry. Nice, still is holding on strong with all his cooldowns available. Carry still has every defensive available. The only thing he doesn't have is the trinket, so next time Nyx can get a good stun to carry and maybe some good ramp damage rolling. Stun carry stopping him from healing. And we'll need to get away from him immediately for that enrage regeneration. Stun onto Nyx. Goes for IBF. Stun reversal onto carry. Looking to get some damage rolling. Got himself a bit of Remorseless Winter rolling right now. And carry, unless he can recover, he might need to use that enrage regeneration. Is going to get a bit of a fear onto Nyx with a group to follow. Dampening fire rolling in at the 5-minute mark. And Nyx looking to stave off the execute a little bit with a transfusion, but it does have to follow for carry. Gonna stop him from being able to heal. Getting close to the execute range. No death pact available. Nyx actually not looking all that good. Looking to try to see fight through all that damage. Using every bit of running power for death strikes while he's got it. But carry got that huge hammering offensive rolling. Nyx trying to turn up the heat a little bit. Carry still got so much pressure. Stun to fall into Nyx. Doesn't have anything left. Looking to land this executes and down he goes with a rampage at the end. Carry going for another bow. Two guys dispatched back to back, and Dampener getting an opener with a blink away from carry. Carry does have Stormbolt, so he doesn't have the double charge playstyle. This is going to reflect one of those arcane missiles back to Dampener. Not a lot of room to play around pillars, really. And Dampener looking to maybe end the game right here. Carry Blaze Storming out just to get a little bit walking going. Got a pretty hefty dot on him right now, doing quite a lot of damage. And Dampener looking to maybe one-shot him with an Instacast. Stormbolt coming out. Chickens out of him immediately. Carry is going to go for enrage regeneration, but he doesn't have anything left. And down it goes. The Arcane Mage dispatches the Fury Warrior with ease. Next up is going to be Safa playing the Fire Mage, dropping down the Guardian of Azeroth off the bat, just looking to get in front of Dampener. Is he going to go for a bit of a breath? It's going to be, oh, spell stealing that combustion right now. Dampener is the one that has all the offensive pressure right now. Good maximizing, going to be a bit of a temporal for Safa, but getting stolen, dude. Dampener is just yoinking everything from Safa. The fact that Safa is playing the Guardian of Azeroth is super weird. Hasn't even tried to use breath. So far, he's just scorching forever. Dampener is starting to take a little bit of pressure. Safa's like really weird, really unconventional approach. So far, it has been paying off, sorta. Dampener did take quite a lot of damage. Even if Safa gave Dampener the combustion, he did get quite a lot of damage in. Dampener's looking to maybe go for a bit of food. So is Safa. A couple Power Blasts coming out. Breath to follow. Intro Ring of Frost. Missing it though. Dampener spell stealing any shields from Safa, which is perfect. Just maintain himself free shields. That's going to be a bit of an interrupt onto Safa. Try to get an interrupt back onto Dampener as well. Does not look like it's going to work. Temporal up for Safa, but Dampener I think is going to be spell stealing all of it. Arcane missiles to follow. Safa is still doing quite good though. Actually putting in some pressure to Dampener. So far Dampener has been kind of behind on health. Block coming out for Safa. Not really sure if that was necessary. But his playstyle running on Scorch and Burn, the rapid fire playstyle of just scorches forever, has been successful so far. There's going to be have all his shields stolen. Dampener just making sure he has every shield available. Interrupting Safa on fire damage for just a second. Trying to get some damage in with those arcane missiles. Looks like Safa might be lagging a little bit. But those temporals are doing still good. Those Power Blasts doing good. The Scorches are doing quite good too. But that's going to be some damage on a Dampener. Does get a huge down ticket rolling onto Safa. Trying to get the Ring of Frost rolling again. Greater Power Blast to come out right now. Arcane Missiles coming out for Dampener. And Safa is still trying to get those Power Blasts in there. Does get Combustion rolling. And Dampener holding onto that Combustion. Making sure he's shielded completely. Safa is the one taking quite a bit of damage. Dropping down Meteor. Dampener walking out of it immediately. Safa still trying to land the Scorches back and forth. Breath onto Dampener. Might be able to get some damage in. But the Arcane Missiles are looking to maybe end Safa right now. Barely anything left. I don't know what playstyle you would try to go for. Combustion coming out, or Cauterize coming out, and I think he is just down for the count. Does he have any dots on him? He does get a small shield. Dampener though taking it away immediately. Safa picking up eyes while going for an invis. I don't know what Safa was trying to do, but Dampener did take him out, trying to land a polymorph onto Love Scars. Does he go for a trinket? He does not. And Dampener is going to have himself a hell of a game against the Demon Hunter. That's going to be quite a lot of mobility. Love Scars though, Sia's Metamorphosis if needed, does land a soda to Dampener. Dampener still holding on to the fiery shield from Safa, so that's quite a bit of extra defensive for him. Landing a rune to Love Scars, and it's going to be able to Arcane Blast him for a bit, doing quite considerable damage though. Love Scars might need to go for Metamorphosis, and every defensive meta finally coming out as Safety Trinket comes in. Dampener is just going to spell steal that. And it's going to go for a bit of an interrupt onto the I-Beam Temporal to follow. Love Scars need to catch up on damage right now. Darkness comes in, just kind of hoping the darkness keeps him alive. It has a chance to dodge certain abilities or absorb certain abilities. It is doing pretty good so far, but does get in front of Dampener. Going up in air, put himself in a bad spot. No way of self-heal. Dampener just needs one more global to end this, and down Demon Hunter goes. Crucible to follow. Arcane Orb, and down he goes for the count. Darkos is up next. Mounted up already on his Royal Griffin. I actually like the way that thing looks. I always thought Griffins look kind of funny the way they run, like the head bobs. But it look cool. Dampener invested a core and just like was trying to wait it out, man. Darkos is on a whole other side of the map. Is he playing on Marksman? He might be. He's playing with a pet. Dampener gonna go for food immediately. Just say hide in the corner. Does Darkos see him? He does spot him. Gonna go for the double tap immediately. Rapid fire. Just trying to unload the burst into Dampener. Quite a good amount of damage to follow. Double Crucible. Temporal coming out for Dampener. Into scatter shot by Darkos to follow up with an aim shot right after. Needs the more of those aim shots, the better. Darkos still has cooldowns rolling. Dampener catch himself a quick invis. Gets a slow onto Darkos right now. Darkos still needs those scatter shots, rapid fires. He needs those aim shots. It's going to be quick. A block for Dampener. Does Darkos catch an aim shot? He does not. Actually, he might be able to. Dampener got himself quite a bit of damage, but actually the aim shot is doing quite a number. Arcane missiles onto the pillar. Darkos actually does not have the line of sight of the mage. Having to go for Crucible for a bit of a reheal himself. Yeah, isn't Darkos normally a Worgen? It seems like he changed his spell to human today. Aim shot to follow. Does not land. And Dampener actually tricking it out of it. Does not want to take the huge brunt of the damage from the aim shot. Invocation to catch up on a little bit of mana. Temporal to follow. Still super low in health. Darkos could eliminate with a couple of arcane shots. Small shield up for Dampener. Darkos is going to get himself huge aim shot, and down he goes. Scatter shot to follow. Double tap available. Double aim shot is going to come out. Trying to get arcane missiles. Does dodge those for a second. Does get interrupted on a rapid fire to follow. Does take down the arcane mage. Good rapid fire choice for Darkos. Knew that if anything, he was going to get blinked on again with that aim shot. Does get a nice interrupt on the arcane mage. Almost goes for a big old 1-0. And Illidan's not looking to give Darkos even a chance here. Chicken coming out for Darkos with Turtle Shell. Does not have any self-heal unless he has Crucible. But a 40% dampen is going to be super rough. Can he come back from this guy at all? Hasn't been a mage foot rolling, but the Demon Hunter is already on the prowl. Does Crucible himself for a bit of a heal into a trap comes out to follow Illidan's scatter shot, but still the Blade Dancer. Actually, I think it was more of a Care Strike. That was it. Dampener, dude, with a big old 3-0. I like it. Carry, though. Just taking down the Juggernauts, but getting taken down by Arcane Mage like that, that's rough, man. That's rough without a double charge.